Raisins a hoe. Hey, everybody, this is the where you get what, Raisin?
Wood is so good.
That's right. I didn't mean that. I just played.
I know.
But dirt is a hoe. But anyways, we are joined this evening by the lovely, wonderful Mr. Big Dick Krendar. How you doing? I heard about it.
Oh my God, don't ask my real name.
Oh, I heard about that hog you got though.
And don't act like you heard about it, like it wasn't from firsthand experience. Don't play me. I could tell on your face. You got that look of shame about you.
He heard it when it slapped down on his desk.
I'll admit, I am not gay. I figured out after the 182nd day that I was not gay.
Now
tested it out, and I said 100 after 182. Right, if
you added up,
I made sure it was 182.
I know he's anyway, got the taste for it again.
Right?
Yeah,
but they'll find out again.
I get it. It's nice. It's really nice.
And Dirt's here.
No, it's just not for him. Yeah, I'm here. I'm good and ready to be wooded.
Every time I see you in that background, I think about Max Headroom.
I just need a big silicone helmet mask. Give me a mask headroom. Mask headroom.
Huh?
That was his villain from the Ultimate Universe.
Yeah, I need to get a mask headroom so I can look like him, and I'll call myself Mask Headroom.
No.
You don't want to buy me a Max Headroom helmet?
It's not a good joke.
I wasn't joking. I'm being for real. I want one.
Red Eye's here.
Am I here? Am I?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Are any of us really here?
I honestly don't know.
Well, where is here? Here is relative.
I think
right?
the entire internet is just in my imagination.
I think so.
I think it is.
This is all one giant delusion.
I must be some sort of sick freak. All that shit I'm imagining.
In a couple of years, none of us will have the internet because we'll all be living in like a fucking Mad Max kind of world.
Nah, we're going to be batteries living in Jello in little pods stacked up.
That's probably true.
I'm not letting
Aren't we already
download my brain.
Yeah. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to mix the red and the blue pill together and take the purple pill.
Eminem said the purple pills were really good.
Yeah. That was a good song.
I'd take both the pills.
Dude, I love the D12 album.
Dirty Dozen, ladies love us.
What is that one song? What is it? The fight song or war? Was it fight song?
Yeah, fight song.
I love that fucking song.
Fight song was another good one, yeah.
You know what? I love the fact that the only time I only ever hear that dude is on the radio. I've never listened to a full album of Eminem yet. It's like, not that I hate it. It's just, it's not my thing. It's just.
You know me.
Liked After Dark. Listened to that 100 times. But
I love the old school shit, man. Well, now Eminem's old school in a way.
Yeah, well, yeah, he fucking is now, isn't he? He's a veteran of the industry.
I know, dude. It pisses me off when I hear some of these young people say when there's stuff like classic rock or classic rap, and then they'll say somebody like Dr. Dre classic rap. I'm like, what'd you just say? I'll slap your goddamn mouth.
Fight you.
Motherfucker.
Classics like Mozart, that's classic.
Yeah, that's when they say classic. Well, they say I'm talking about classic rock. When I think classic rock, I think of the Eagles and shit like that. But now, honestly, it's true though. Guns N' Roses is classic rock, and it's
You're old.
Nah, I wouldn't say Guns N' Roses are classic rock.
Oh, yes, they are.
The oldie station in Philadelphia says they are. Anything from that that's played on the oldies station.
I still say, even though they only had a short, really a short span. I mean, they had a good run. I still say in that short span, they were the best fucking band in that short span.
I don't know. See, there's a couple of bands that formed around it. And LA Guns, I would argue, were fucking better than Guns N' Roses.
They were great.
Like LA Guns.
I'm just talking about in that short, in that span. I'm not talking about of all time. I'm talking about, in that span.
No, I am too. I'm talking. There's another band called the Sea Hags that were in the same area, same scene. True Sounds of Liberty, fucking awesome. And they probably had a way longer run than Guns N' Roses ever.
And I know he's a dick, but I think Axl Rose is one of the greatest lead men of all time.
No, he's just a fucking massive dick.
I know he's a dick. But as far as like a lead man, that boy was badass. On stage, he was a great performer, dude. He was a great performer.
No, I've heard his live shit. I thought he was fucking horrible live.
It's like
I honestly thought he was shit.
What's the lead singer of Chili Peppers? Anthony what?
Oh, I forget his name.
That dude is one of the best lead guys.
I'll tell you, the best band I saw live that translated from studio to fucking live was Biohazard. They sounded better, tighter, more focused. Just the sound dude that Biohazard took on tour to Australia was a fucking god. Those dudes are the only band that I've seen live, and I went, you guys sound better live. It's the only fucking band. I've seen Suicidal Tendencies. I've seen fucking Slayer. I've seen Pantera. Pantera is also in that category. Pantera live was fucking insane.
Well, I went to Memphis in May here. I went to Memphis. They still do, I guess. Big music festival called Memphis in May. If you can guess what that means, it's the city of Memphis in the month of May. Memphis May music festival, and I went there one time, and the year I went, Chili Peppers was there.
Oh, nice.
And dude, they fucking kicked ass, dude. I swear to you, I was out there, and what he got that damn, they got everybody like, so every fucking person just about was in the crowd with their shirts off, twisted. He had every one of them doing it, except my chunky ass. I didn't take my shirt off. But
I used to listen to Mudhoney too. I just popped chat open. There's so many fucking bands from the 80s that didn't get mainstream recognition, except for one. You guys remember Scatterbrain? And they had a song called Don't Call Me Dude. Everywhere in the world, it wasn't even a blip on the radar. That song made it number one in Australia. It's like the whole of Australia heard this song. Hey, dude, don't call me. It's just like number one with a rocket. And Scatterbrain to this day just go, we don't understand what happened. It was just like, we're this sort of really talented band with really good musicians that basically can do Mozart live. They do Mozart C Concerto on one album. And then they just wrote this really silly song about a dude who flipped the fuck out and basically choked a bitch because he was called dude because he was down the beach one day and a big muscly dude kicked sand in his face and took his girl away. And this song made number one in Australia. It was fucking hilarious. And I still listen to Scatterbrain to this day. If you want to listen to some really good punky sort of rock and roll, Scatterbrain, Here Comes Trouble. And, what's the other one? Because they got a song on it called Tastes Just Like Chicken, and that's fucking hilarious.
Miss Parker, how you doing, man?
Mrs. Parker, hello.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
No, they're a fucking drastically underrated band, and for some reason they weren't even a blip on the radar in America, but they hit number one here. Fucking awesome.
I heard a German punk band one time. When they talked, I couldn't understand the shit they said. But when they sung, I can't remember the name of the fucking. They were German, and they possibly was one of the best punk bands I ever heard.
German punk.
As far as the instrumental wise, I think they were one of the best ever. I can't think of them. I can't think of them. I do know they were from Germany, though.
Well, the Dead Kennedys come to mind for me for punk bands. Those dudes are just fucking amazing. And the drummer actually from Dead Kennedys when I was playing in a band.
Who do you think the most influential punk band is of all time, though? It's got to be the Ramones, right?
No.
Aren't you?
Maybe the Sex Pistols.
Sex Pistols. Either them or the Ramones, right? Because the Ramones are pretty fucking.
In America, they were big, but the rest of the world loved the Ramones. But they were. punk's a really hard one because in Australia we had our own fucking crazy scene, and it's like there was a local band called the Chicken Skins, where I actually played with them for a couple of gigs. So fuck, they were funny. And you used to see the lead singer, and it doesn't matter where you were, you used to just yell out, "Hey, Beaver, show us your chicken skin," and he'd just reach into his pants and pull out his nutsack and stretch it out. And you know what chicken skin looks like? Surprisingly like your nutsack when you stretch it out.
The problem I had with a lot of punk, this is not all punk, of course. I'm not going to say all punk, but back in the day, there was a lot of racism in the punk scene.
Actually, Black Flag, I would say Black Flag is one of the most
Yeah, but that's a different kind of punk, though.
No, that's fucking punk, dude. That's
it's like
Henry
thrasher punk, right? Ain't that called thrasher punk?
No, it's punk. That's punk. Just don't try and slap all of these subgenres on.
They do have different genres of punk, man.
Well, not back in the day. It was just punk, dude. It's either punk or it's fucking shit.
Yeah.
Hello, born in 1972.
Which
Hi there.
I think I honestly, but personally, I'm not the biggest punk fan. So I'll be honest with you. I'm more of a I'm a blues guy. But what I'm saying is the punk that I have run into a lot of punk scene, and I did find a lot of racism.
All right, so Aussie punk bands that are worth mentioning. Cosmic Psychos. There's a song called Hooray Fuck. That's just fucking great. And Dead Roo's another great one.
Wait a minute, I'll tell you another one. And then they kind of changed their scene when they got popular. But Beastie Boys.
Yeah, Beastie Boys, they're a weird one because they're just so multifaceted. It's not funny. Like one of my favorite songs is Intergalactic. That's
well, when they did the song Sabotage, right? That's straight up punk.
Yeah, but there's another one where they're just in a basement and the DJ comes in and there's no backing. It's just him fucking scratching, and he's the whole backing of this. He's basically the whole song is him scratching with this album, and then it's just the three of them fucking just ripping over the top of this thing. And at the end of it, he's dressed up like a Ghostbuster. He walks down into the fucking basement studio and they plays the thing and then grabs his record and walks the fuck back out. That was cool. The Clash is really another good one.
Clash, really good.
And a good Aussie metal band to mention is Mortal Sin. Those dudes were fucking amazing.
Well, come on. We all know who the greatest band that ever come out of Australia is.
Well, for rock, there's
AC/DC.
Well, yeah.
I mean, come on, dude. To me, they have to be on. If you don't put AC/DC on your Mount Rushmore of greatest rock bands, you're an idiot, in my opinion.
Well,
our generation for sure, though.
Here's the thing, though. AC/DC were much better with Bon Scott. Go back and listen to.
They were. I kind of agree with it, but he died. And then the other guy was very good.
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't like they replaced him. He died. So there wasn't they had. So they got another guy, and he was good.
Yeah, Brian Johnson's not bad, but he ain't no fucking Bon Scott.
No, I agree. Bon Scott was better. I agree. Now, let's do that. I want everybody to do this. Who is your Mount Rushmore of rock bands? I'll give you mine first to give y'all time to think about it. It can be when I say rock, you can throw any genre. You can throw metal, punk, whatever. Just your greatest, your Mount Rushmore of bands. That's it. Not just rock, but bands.
Oh, I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna steal your thunder. My Mount Rushmore of rock is War.
Metallica.
Nah, fucking War, dude. War. Well, without a doubt.
I'm not a big War fan. However, I would listen to War 24 hours a day before I could hear one Metallica song.
War are fucking epic, dude. Like 25 fucking plus years. Brocky's gone. Mate, rest in peace, Odorous.
You wanted to give your Mount Rushmore. Who's the other three?
Well, just War. And then Dave Brocky.
Just put all their alien faces up there.
No, well, here you go. Dave Brocky's actually got a second band that was called the Dave Brocky Experience. And they were punk as fuck as well. And they were in thick as thieves with the Dead Kennedys. There's a War movie that has Jello Biafra. So we'll slap the Dead Kennedys up there.
Okay.
And the fourth. You're not going to like the fourth. It is Metallica.
Oh, you're a stupid
But
motherfucker.
only the
I
first
hope you
4
die.
albums they can fuck off as soon as they release. Actually, I'll let them slide for the Black Album because it's not too bad. But everything after the Black Album it doesn't exist. Death Magnetic happened in an alternate universe. It didn't happen here. Death Magnetic doesn't exist. To this day, I haven't got past track fucking one of that pile of shit. And I'm a Metallica fan, and Death Magnetic is a massive pile of shit.
Fuck that, man. Anyways, that's your Mount Rushmore, so I'll respect it, but you sucked in that last one. However, here's mine. Here's mine. In no particular order, just there up there on the mountain. It's AC/DC. It's Creedence Clearwater Revival. It's Guns N' Roses, and it's The Who. By God. And y'all know that's a great fucking list.
It's a good band.
It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm not going to critique it because we're friends.
Which one is bad?
No, none of them. I'm just taking it.
Because by God, The Who was fucking awesome.
Dude, yeah. Seriously, the Pinball Wizard's one of the most epic fucking songs you'll ever goddamn hear in your life. Yeah. That deaf, dumb, blind kid sure could play a mean pinball.
That's a fucking piece of art, dude.
Our generation had great bar music, man. That's probably what shaped my rock love was
Thin Lizzy. Shit, I forgot to mention Thin Lizzy. Thin Lizzy's amazing. Don't die, Pimp.
I feel you.
See, the 60s and 70s were an amazing time for music because of all the technological developments in musical instruments. Like the Moog fucking synths and all of that shit. Just look, and let's look at the creation of rap as we know it today. Do you remember the real early shit like Herbie Hancock, Rocket? There was a song called Wiki, Captain Rock. All of this really early shit that they used when breakdancing was a thing. I am showing my fucking age. And some of that music is fucking impossible to find because it all came out on vinyl and it was before YouTube and all of that shit was a thing. There's this little missing period where it's incredibly hard to find music, and it's from the early 70s and especially the early 80s. Some of that, like that early era punk and metal and all of that stuff, some of it's really hard to find if it wasn't a huge big band that was signed to a major label. And that's a real shame because bands like the Sea Hags and LA Guns, you should be able to get all of their back catalogue because it's fucking awesome.
It is fucking awesome. So, Dirt, what's your Mount Rushmore, bitch?
Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, System of a Down, Slayer.
Damn.
Good choices on, except one that I don't really care for, and that's Zeppelin. But I mean, I don't hate them. I just no.
We have no excuse to not care for Zeppelin.
Page and fucking Plant, dude. Those guys.
Oh, well, Jimmy Page is one of the best guitarists of all time. I just can't stand Robert Plant.
He's got a solo album, Manic Nirvana, one of my favorite fucking albums done by, and Bruce Dickinson also from Iron Maiden did a solo album. It was fucking great as well. Had this really cool, weird song called All the Young Dudes. It was like classic Bruce Dickinson.
But I really
here's an interesting fact.
Good choice.
Here's an interesting fact about the Iron Maiden singer, Bruce Dickinson. Did you know that in times of trouble, British Airways will go, yo, Bruce, we're evacuating a bunch of people from a certain place. You got a spare couple of days, mate? Bruce goes, yes, no worries. And he puts on his fucking airline pilot's fucking outfit and off you go. And this dude's posted on the internet one day, said, you wouldn't believe it, being evacuated out of our place. And guess who's the captain of our fucking goddamn 747? It's Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden. Just go, this is your captain, Bruce Dickinson. Welcome to Iron Maiden Airlines. Yeah! And takes off into the air. Fuck
Dude,
yeah. How cool would that be, though, to be rescued by Bruce fucking Dickinson from fucking Iron Maiden? It's like, this is
they're a good show, Dickinson. Too, man. I liked Iron Maiden live. That was a badass show.
Yeah, best live show on the planet has to go to fucking either up until Rammstein started setting things on fire with 50-foot columns of fire, shooting out into the audience and crispifying the fucking pit, Iron Maiden had the best live shows on the planet. Until Rammstein came along and that dude walked out with the angel wings and then just basically they were flamethrowers as well. It's like, you're a magnificent bastard. Like, he has the capability to kill his entire fucking audience, and we're talking a stadium full of people here just by bending over and leaning forward slightly. So who's the best live show on the planet?
Best live show. My most memorable, like my favorite live show that I've been to was Manowar. But that was like that was loud as fuck. Like they had nets. It was like this old theater in Jersey, and it was right like near a pier. And the ceiling was so old they had to put up a net because this band is so fucking loud. It was shaking pieces of the ceiling, and it was fantastic.
Collapsed
he was like holding his bandmates' guitars for them, and they're like playing it, and it was fucking nuts. Love that show. Absolutely amazing.
Actually, I've got one other show to mention. A friend of mine who's a total metalhead went and saw this show, and he came back and he said, "It is the best live show I've ever seen. I nearly hate myself because of it was Pink." Like my mate's a full metalhead, right? He's like, "Nah."
She's good though.
Show. Well, he said this chick was swinging from this trapeze setup that was covered in all this material, so it just looked like
the silks. Yeah, dude, that shit was crazy. That
fucking. He said it was like nearly like a dream sequence of her just floating around on these pieces of material, swinging around. She's hanging upside down and shit, while in the middle of the song going, singing like a fucking angel, 40 feet up from the crowd, swinging, doing arcs to the like 40 feet arcs, just back and forth on this big trapeze set, and then effortlessly just transitioning back down to the ground, not missing a single fucking note, and performing like that for 2 fucking hours. So, Pink.
Well, she's one of those people who, when she wants to do something, she trains hard and does it right, from what I understand.
Yeah.
Good on her, man.
There's so many good live shows out there.
Yeah.
It's so hard to count, but definitely Rammstein or Rammstein, however it's supposed to be pronounced. Please forgive me, German people. Schmetterling. There you go. I nailed that at least. Yes. Pink. I've been told a few stories about Pink and what she was doing during the COVID break, and some of the surprises people may be in for at her next live gig. No spoilers, but she's the only person in the world that I've heard ever to accomplish this task. And yeah, she's Pink. And and it relates to the guitar, and I'll leave it at that. But she's possibly the world's most agile guitarist. Not possibly, I think she's already proven that by doing this trick. But like I said, amazing stuff.
Yeah.
You'll see it at the next show, and you'll go, "Oh fuck! I remember that stupid Australian mentioning something that would blow my mind. This could be it." It's like, "Yep, that was it."
Cool. I always see yours.
Hold on, August. There was a guy with no pants playing the harmonica on the subway once. That would be a good live show.
That's awesome.
Did you tip, and where did you put the tip? Is the second
Not his
question I
tip.
would have.
I've spent a lot of my life enjoying buskers, to be fair.
You see,
Like a lot. If I see them, I would
Pants or no pants?
Me?
optional.
Usually pants.
How about them?
That's what that smell was.
Yeah. No, usually completely. Like when I stop, like they're usually sober and just enjoy like doing their art thing. The artists I see that I hang out with when they're drunk, they're like playing shows. Like the people who get paid get drunk while they gig. I don't know.
I got here and everyone's quiet. What the fuck's going on?
Whoa! I look up and you're here.
Quick, he's here.
Yeah,
Stop
you
talking.
just
What
appeared.
the fuck are you doing
We
here?
were talking, and you talked over us.
Hold on.
Rude.
Oh, Australia isn't real? Shit. How do I prove Australia's real? Russell Crowe. No, he's a Kiwi, so that didn't work. Fuck.
Gotcha.
AC/DC, close. Yeah, there you go. We're real. AC/DC proves it.
Keith Urban.
Some Akadaka.
Some Akadaka, mate. Get some Akadaka in here. Crikey.
Cheers, Drongo.
Other than that, I don't really. In fact, I think at this point it might be better if we start encouraging America to think that we are a myth, so they don't come down here and try and free us from some imagined enemy with cruise missiles. That'll probably happen one day. So we don't exist, America. We're not real. We're not here.
We need to liberate you.
Yeah.
Don't worry, a bunch of them believe that already anyway.
I know, so I'm going to encourage that from now on. I'm going to feed into that myth, so
Their
we're left
Mel
alone
Gibson.
in the coming apocalypse. We'll be left alone. It's a great
King of-
plan.
The King of Australia, Mel Gibson, once said.
Oh no! You see, isn't he that guy that used to be really cool and do things like Mad Max, and then he went to America and became this drunken anti-Semitic fuck stain on him? That
Oh, you gonna blame America for that?
Yeah. Well, he was cool and he did crazy movies and he went around going whoop, 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 slapping himself a bit and hanging out with Danny Glover and shit.
By the
And
way,
then
he's still
all of a
good
sudden
guy.
he's driving around telling the fucking lady copper how the Jews are to blame for everything.
And now he's doing movies about Jesus, so he's still doing crazy movies.
That was a good movie.
But in between him being an anti-Semitic fuck stain, he does produce some really fucking interesting things. Like, what was that one, Apocalypto or something, where it's based...
That's the
That's
one I
a
meant,
good
yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
That's a crazy fucking, like, damn, dude. How did you even think of that, you crazy, drunken, anti-Semitic prick? Where did you come up with the time between ranting to the cops and getting drunk to come up with this fucking brilliant piece of art?
It was a good
That's
movie.
just time management right there.
Yeah, and then we get to the conversation. Can you separate the art from the drunken anti-Semitic fuck stain? Yes, in this case we can. So yeah, we're not
Gives me
real.
Hope.
You guys can keep Mel Gibson and Russell Crowe.
Gives me hope.
Come on, Tugger, we're fighting around the world. It's like Tugger just wanted to fucking kill itself. And
You know
in
you're
the
bad
end,
when
I
you
do
make
believe-
a boat sad.
Yeah, I do believe Tugger did accomplish the task. That's right. Oh, the streaming special. Who's seen part 1 to the South Park? The streaming special that they've done. Because part 2's
Never
coming
heard of
out.
it.
Oh, you haven't seen part 1 yet? Oh, I'm not spoiling it then. I must resist the urge. You must search for the South Park streaming episode that just came out. Part 1's out there already. My God, you need to fucking watch it. Please, for the love of God, watch it. It is amazing. It's like, how can you take the piss out of so many things at the same time? It's like they've found the superposition of piss taking. And
If anybody could do it, it was going to be them.
Yeah.
yes, I actually made oh my God, I made a quantum physics joke. Then I am disgusted with myself.
What? No, I don't. This thing that happened. No, stop it.
I blame Landon. That's your
What?
fault, Landon.
Yay, Landon.
Oh my God, I made a joke using.
Landon is
Quantum physics books are the best.
Landon assaulted me.
God.
With
Did we
science.
just upgrade to intellectual comedy just for a split second then?
No.
Jesus, what happened?
Yeah, and
I
somehow it was
don't know
you.
what intellectual.
And it was
means.
me? Holy fucking shit. Is hell freezing over? Someone check my freezer.
Well, I just want to point out Drunken Peasant. I mean, the Junkie Crow's little wife beater shirt he got on there.
Is that from the Brett
I'm
King
not
catalog?
married.
Did I say that?
I'm not married,
Sorry,
so I can wear this.
You're just
Oh, so look at it.
aspiring.
Looking
You're
at what
wearing
his
a flyer
camera's doing, I
shirt.
think he's
Yeah.
a little bit quantum right now as well.
You made Raisin happy wearing that fire shirt.
It's not the cool flyers, though, is it?
No, I don't look like Philadelphia
No,
Flyers. I
it's
thought
my,
that first. Though.
He's worn it before. I was
It's
impressed.
my
with it.
high school.
Don't show your nipple again, bro. I'm on it.
He's talking about high school and showing his nipples. Dude,
Oh, no.
John Morgan would have
Parker.
bullied you in high school.
I could have beat him up.
think he could beat John Morgan? I gotta think John Morgan probably is tough. I'm gonna be honest.
But was he in high school?
With that personality, he has to be. Because people gonna hit him.
Maybe he's just good at taking a hit.
Maybe.
Apparently, John's not a small fella, so I don't know.
Now, I gotta think he might be able to scrap a little bit. I don't know.
I reckon with his attitude, he can fucking at least take a hit.
I'll never forget one time where somebody talking about back in my day, as I've told y'all many times, in my 20s, I was an asshole, right?
You used to love chewing on nuts.
I've said it many times. But one time somebody seen me fight, and they came to my mom and like, damn, John's pretty tough. She said, he has to be. He's a fucking asshole. If he ain't, get killed.
Yeah, that was my big problem, is I was an asshole and I wasn't that good at fighting.
Well, I was at one point in my life. Now, I wouldn't get out there. I'd get my fucking guts ripped out.
Dude, I'd break bones now if I threw punches like I did when I was 20. It's like I would break my knuckles and probably
I
my
always
wrist.
said this. 80% of a fight was guts.
Yeah. And also,
you can't, I mean, it's because a lot of it's luck.
Yeah, and I'm really lazy now. So if I got hit, which I'm going to get hit because I'm old and slow now, I'll get knocked down to the ground. And it's just like, well, while I'm down here, I'm going to relax. So it's like the fight's over at that point. I'll just go, yeah, I'm done. Can you wake me up in a few hours when this concussion's less severe, maybe?
No.
Sleep for a while.
Can't sleep through a concussion. Bad.
Yeah, of course you can.
You're not supposed to.
Wait, you just can't wake up.
Yeah,
Anybody want to help me with my goal? We got 30 minutes. Well, we got 27 minutes left, so help me with my goal.
Hit that goal, people.
It's a big goal.
Girthy goal.
It's the first time I've had a big goal in a while. But I'm trying to do something. So, yeah. Anyways, Dirt's bitch.
Yeah, man. I'm just trying to do something.
What are you trying to do?
I don't know. What you trying to do?
I'm
trying to do a weed.
Just trying to smoke some weed.
I'm trying to be the president of the Philippines.
Well,
nah, you got to be a Marcos and name Bong Bong.
I know, dude. I love Bong Bong.
Do you like Bong Bong's parents? Bong Bong's mum used to love shoes. She had a very large collection of shoes. In fact, there's a museum of what's left of her shoe collection, apparently. It was that extensive. Basically, you know how we have a house and we live in it? They had a house, and I think it was just for her shoes. That's how many shoes she had.
Bong Bong.
Oh, and
That's too many.
Why?
And the billions and billions of dollars that they scammed off the citizens of the Philippines. Yeah, that's right.
Hey, don't
Don't
be going throwing shade on Bong Bong.
No, that wasn't Bong Bong. That was Bong Bong's mum and dad that did that. Bong Bong didn't fucking benefit from any of that fucking stuff whatsoever because, you know, Bong Bong didn't end up in a position of, oh, wait, shit.
I don't know what
Oh,
you
well.
just said.
Yeah, now Bong Bong's the fucking president, which is better than Duterte, who basically said, you know what, if you don't like someone, just point at them and say, I think they're a drug dealer, and then shoot them, and you're good. That was basically what the Philippines was like for the last, since under his rule, was he declared drugs are bad. So if you don't like someone, just say that they're a drug dealer, and then shoot them. And you know what the police are going to do? Not a whole lot. At the last time I checked in on the statistics, over 7,000 people were killed using that specific method. That's a lot of grudges being settled, isn't it?
At least 2 or 3 of them were probably drug dealers, though.
Allegedly.
But the person's name was Bong Bong.
Bong Bong.
What do you smoke weed out of?
His skull.
You can't smoke weed out of Bong
Yeah, the
Bong.
skull of his vanquished enemies and foes. Oh, I found a mask today that I might get. And And of all places, it was at a fucking bong shop. So it's this weird alien mask, and you can clip a bong to the front of it and just light the bong. And so I'm probably going to get to just do the show in a haze of smoke. It's going to be great, allegedly.
But then we won't be able to see you clearly.
That doesn't matter. It'll just look like I'm on an alien world.
That'd be cool.
Well, I'll be damned.
Bing, bing, bong, bong, bang, bang. Dong, dong.
Walla, bing, bang.
Bing, bing, bong.
Is his name Bing Bing or Bong Bong?
At least his
Yes.
name isn't Big Dong.
What if it's Bang Bang?
Bang, bang, big dong.
He should move to Walla Walla.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's a
god.
Walmart.
We went from
Bing
fucking
bang.
quantum physics humor down to this shit. Jesus Christ.
This is real.
Walla. Great.
Cuddle
Real
engines.
intellectual.
Turn this fucking thing into a lawn dart.
You know, I need to make it go, and if I make it, I won't do it.
Suck more dick.
I will suck more dicks.
Oh, and a little bit of science news. So today, they have unveiled the first deep field image from the James Webb Space Telescope. And if anyone remembers the Hubble image that they took many, many moons ago, this image will make you cry with joy. Holy fucking shit.
Nice. I did not.
All those little dots and things you can see in this image, they're galaxies. And you can clearly see different formations of spiral galaxies, and shit is fucking crazy.
That is crazy.
So that photo, technically, someone's going to argue, you $13 billion just to get that photograph. It's like, yeah, mate. Yep. Just to get that one photo. Shut the fuck up.
You're rude.
Wow.
Oh, and this one's just for Landon. So evidence from the inquiry into John Barilaro's Plum US job has been referred to the Independent Commission Against Corruption. Oh, no, John. Oh, no. Oh, they're coming to get you. Piece of shit. Allegedly. John Barilaro is the former deputy premier
I'm
of
John.
New South Wales.
I thought you said somebody was coming to get me.
No, John Barilaro.
Oh, that's my name.
You know, you're
That's
a
not how you
different
pronounce Morgan.
You're not Gene.
I am.
So yeah, that's really great.
It's really great.
Oh, and apparently
Science.
the government has also announced we haven't got enough people to do shit down here, and so we're going to open up the skilled migration intake. 200,000 visas to be offered. So if you've got a trade on like carpenter, whatever, ever thought about coming to Australia to earn far less money that you could probably earn in your own country, come on down. We need you. We're open, apparently, again. But only if you've got skills. If you're a refugee, forget about it. We don't want you.
So apparently Joe Biden pissed off a bunch of Mexican folks.
I thought that was Trump's job.
Well, Jill did it, not Joe, his wife, Joe's wife, Jill. She said something about Hispanics are unique as tacos, whatever the fuck that means. And Mexican people are mad.
I want some tacos.
So there was an actual Mexican person said, I'm not a taco.
What? That's making me more hungry than pissed off.
Yeah, I
I'm
want
just
tacos.
cringing. How old is this lady? Like,
Jill.
she's got to be demented too at this point. Like, that's insane.
I don't think it was that goddamn bad, to be honest with you.
Yeah, look. Can we
Mexican
get
people,
some?
oh, like we don't know Mexican. You don't know Mexican person eats tacos?
Oh, yeah, what? Why? Just why? Why? There's so many better things to
I
get
don't even
upset about.
understand it. I don't even understand it.
I do. It's humans being stupid.
No, I don't understand what she meant by it.
Neither does she.
I think she was just trying to be relatable.
Yeah, she's just trying to say something nice, and she's completely fucked it up. But she didn't walk in there going, right, how do I offend every fucking person south of the border here with just one phrase? Oh, I would call them tacos, yes. It's like,
It's really all about burritos, though, honestly.
well, at least she didn't walk out there and call them another B word. So walk out there and go, you pack of
Burritos?
No, well, yeah, ballpark, kind of, sort of. Maybe in the burrito.
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Well,
There's so many colourful terms.
I wish you would have said Chinese people are as unique as bok choy.
Unique as chicken chow.
Bok choy's good.
Bok choy is good.
I like it.
That's Chinese, right? Or is that Japanese?
I got no idea.
I think it's Chinese.
Yeah, bok choy is Chinese, right?
Yeah, you get it in like your stir fry and stuff.
Yeah.
It's good.
Oh, you can't go wrong with the General Tso's.
Jesus.
That's the
I
best.
haven't
Wrong
said
with
the
I'll
word.
eat
what?
any General's chicken.
I've had some pretty bad
Oh,
ones,
shit,
sadly.
yeah, that's good.
It's a shame. They're usually pretty good, though.
I'm craving Chinese food too. I ain't had it.
I like oyster sauce stir fry. Oyster sauce is amazing.
I like some Chinese food.
Mongolian lamb that's my favorite. Or orange
Orange chicken
duck.
fried
I've
shit.
never had Mongolian lamb curry. I would try
Oh.
that.
Dude. Just try Mongolian lamb or beef. It is just
Mongolian beef is awesome, man. I'm not sure if I've ever had.
lamb. It's the
Never
same
had
thing,
lamb.
but you just substitute beef for lamb.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. So green capsicum and onion and this delicious barbecue sauce. It isn't over the top, but it's just got this really nice flavor, and it's just good, dude. And it's usually served on one of those sizzling plates. So yeah, sizzling Mongolian lamb. Mwah.
I would put that in my face.
He recommended
Yeah.
that, and I tried it, and I haven't gone back.
It is just one of those dishes that seems it's a good middle ground. It's not too crazy. It's got familiar ingredients that people will recognize, but the sauces and the way it's prepared on the sizzling dish is just a little bit different, and it's fucking good, man. Especially when it comes out.
Recognizable ingredients are overrated.
I really love the Mongolian cat.
Wow. And you know one thing I've always wanted to try ever since I saw that Anthony Bourdain try it was capybara. He went into this place wherever they served it up, and he got capybara, and he said it's fucking delicious. And I'm like,
They're so
I'd try.
You know what? I bet that's some tender meat because those guys aren't very active.
They're like giant guinea pigs.
Yeah,
That's fucked
easy,
up.
easy
They're
to
like
catch.
giant rats.
Yeah,
Guinea
Yeah.
pigs. They don't look like rats.
They look like rats. They are rats.
Hug one.
just I would try one. I would also try snake,
Telling you,
crocodile,
it's gonna
or
be
gator.
tender.
Yeah.
I've actually
Snakes-
had gator.
Okay.
Well, apparently snake. According to one of these guys that I've talked to, he says, you know that saying tastes like chicken? Well, he says, funnily enough, it's kind of true. He said snake
Gator does.
kind of tastes a little like chicken.
Like chicken, but incredibly rubbery and chewy.
Well, it will depend on how it's prepared. If it's done right,
Yeah.
Kangaroo steaks are apparently famous for that. If they're not done right, you'll bite into it and your jaws it'll be like biting into a bungee cord, and they'll actually repel backwards and fly out of your mouth. It's not good. So
That makes they're
just balls of
very
muscle
ripped.
that bounce around for their entire fucking lives.
More-
just
the more the animal
building up
uses their
muscle mass.
muscles, the tougher the meat's gonna be.
Yeah. Well, these big kangaroos, they're just muscly fucking creatures. Especially
Mhm.
wallaroos. They look like they've been taking steroids and they missed leg day, but they didn't miss arm day. Holy shit. Things
You need
just
to
like,
marinate that.
they walk around looking like fucking those dudes, just big ripped fucking versions of kangaroos. It's like, how the fuck is that even possible? Like the muscle, the way the muscles are laid out, it's frightening. And they've got pretty decent sized claws on their fucking front, but luckily they're like little T-Rexes on. It's like, Can't get me.
Some of them they look like they're roided out, swole up.
Red Eye, what's the best piece of meat off of a kangaroo? Because like
tail.
I know, like with cattle, it's like sirloin. You got ribeye. You got New York strip. What are you getting off of a fucking kangaroo?
Well, yeah, the tail's one thing they do roast. Indigenous folks, that's one of their favourites is just chop. That's the first thing to go on the fire is the roo tail. Just basically go and throw it on the fire with the fur on it still, and then cut into it because it'll burn all the fur off, and they just eat it. They don't even fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know because.
But like, what's the choice?
Well,
Yeah, I would think the tail would be tough because it's like a muscle, isn't it?
Well, I mean, yes, it's kind of like they have different like steaks. They have root steaks.
See, I grew up on the farm. We did run an abattoir, but we never slaughtered any indigenous critters. We did cows and sheep and other things. But
Are kangaroos smart? They seem smart.
no, they are very fucking stupid.
Oh, God.
They
They're
are
huge and stupid.
They're Australian deer.
incredibly stupid animals. They are not
But
smart.
they're so big and strong and clawed.
Yeah, and then if you have a look at the size of their little tiny fucking brains, it's like, oh,
shit.
that explains a lot. It's like this huge animal with this tiny little fucking pea brain. It's like, kind of like the koala. There's barely enough there. How do I put this?
When you see one, like here, you're supposed to like stay still or back away from a bear, right? Like, what do you do when you see a fucking wild razor blade wielding, muscle bound kangaroo staring at you?
Just if it comes within cooey of you, it's probably going to fuck you up. So just
shit.
Other than that,
honestly, Raisin, I feel like that razor blade is less dangerous than that thing just kicking your head off.
Oh my God, right? But then it could slash you to bits.
That's why you got to carry a machete.
What? No,
I'd rather go up against the razor blade than those feet.
Roos are dumb, but
there's so many cute and deadly things there,
No,
like koala bears.
Here's the thing with Australian evolution: it's like they evolved very different bodies, but it seems that when it came to evolving their brains, they just went, yeah, I'll do that later.
I'm pretty sure
do that later. So no, but wait,
kangaroos are taller than me. Yeah, like how tall is a kangaroo?
oh, a big red can stand up over 6 foot.
Fucking big.
Yeah, that's gonna tower over me.
Yeah, it doesn't need a big brain.
Well,
yeah, but it'll beat the shit out of me.
Koalas,
if it wanted to, but most of the time they run away.
Chlamydia.
I'm gonna run away.
No. Koalas. Here's the thing about koalas. Koalas have such an undeveloped tiny brain that some people say that.
But they have chlamydia.
Yeah, well, not all koalas. There are actually colonies of koalas that are chlamydia free. And guess what the local council wants to do? Develop the land at this fucking colony of an endangered species that's actually chlamydia free. What do the local council want to do? Oh, let's put some buildings and humans there. Fuck yeah. It's like, you fucking pack of anyway.
Yeah,
koalas. Here's the thing about koalas.
Protected your wildlife.
No, don't be silly. We've nearly wiped them out. New South Wales is fucking just about. Go and watch the channel called Friendly Geordies and learn about what New South Wales did to koalas.
In your ditch.
No, I'm not kidding.
What is the orange roughy? I know you guys like fish that to almost.
No. If
I'm not for 100 years or some shit.
Being very serious here. If you want to learn about what we did to koalas, go to the Friendly Geordies channel on YouTube and look up his videos. He released a T-shirt that had the former Premier of New South Wales, Gladys Berejiklian. He just put the words koala killer on the fucking T-shirt and sold it because it was factual. And there's not a goddamn thing she could fucking do about it.
There's not koalas anywhere else in the world, though, is there? Like, that's fucked up.
No.
Yeah, there's some koalas.
It is, isn't it? It's called, this is what happens. Here's what happened in New South Wales. The Liberal Party got elected. The Liberal Party doesn't have any rules about having real estate agents or land developers become members of Parliament. What happens when you get a Parliament full of fucking land developers and real estate agents?
McDonald's.
You get koalas becoming endangered, which is exactly what happened in New South Wales. They wiped out so much fucking habitat that they're now on the endangered species list. It's like, congratulations. And our government is now doing it to one of the only known colonies that are free from chlamydia. They're considering developing the land there. It's just like, So I hope the rest of the world kicks our ass for that. But here's an interesting fact about koalas, though, I wanted to get to really quickly. They've got such small, tiny brains that when they're sitting in the fucking rain, they're probably not aware that they're getting wet, and they don't give a fuck. That's how small brains are. Like, there's a T-shirt out there from Zafrank's channel that says "Koalas in the rain, no fucks given." It's just like because their brains are so small they don't care. That.
Yeah, you literally described Shabisky.
All right, the animal you don't want to get fuck with in Australia is a certain bird, and it's called a cassowary.
Oh, fuck that!
And they will kill you.
Those things are so fucking huge.
They're endangered too, aren't they?
No.
No.
What you know nothing about Australia, apparently.
No,
everybody around the cassowaries is endangered.
Yeah, that's.
I was watching some shit about them trying.
You realize every question you've asked right out of that about an Australian animal you was wrong about?
I'm allowed to be wrong. I'm learning. Shut the fuck up.
He's
no,
like, no.
I don't want to learn.
Don't be silly.
I like it.
We nearly wiped out crocodiles in the 70s, and then we stopped hunting them. Now they're basically saying they're in plague proportion. So apparently, if you just stop shooting things long enough, the natural population will repopulate. You just got to give it a chance. So yeah. So they've got plenty of crocs now. Cassowaries, yeah. Well, there's nothing out here that fucks with them. They've got no natural predators other than us, and there's laws that protect them now. And so
but that doesn't mean all hunting is bad, because some stuff like deer around here, you have to hunt or be overpopulated and it gets fucked.
I didn't say hunting was bad.
No, I'm talking about no. I know that. I just want to make it clear because I am not anti-hunter, and even though I'm maybe not a gun person, I do support hunting and stuff.
Yeah, I've shot the shit out of hundreds of rabbits because they are an introduced pest in my country and they fuck up farms and spread disease. So the farmer is really happy when you go out there and wang a bunch of things. And here's the best bit: shoot the rabbits and leave them there, and guess what comes along to clean them up? Pigs. And guess what farmers really hate? Feral pigs, another introduced pest that really fucks the land up. Any hooved creature, it's not supposed to be in Australia. There's a little hint for you. Not many things here natural that have hooves. Everything's got padded feet so they don't fucking wear the environment down. It's all just soft pads, no diggy, clawy fucking hooves that fuck up the ground.
Here's what I'm pissed off why everybody's so into alpacas lately. They're nasty, gross animals.
They're fluffy, like llamas.
I heard Disney's trying to get a whole bunch of them to hire Johnny Depp.
But they spit at you.
They're wrangling.
They're
fuzzy camels
at the courthouse. Yeah, camels spit.
No, alpacas spit too.
They can. I've been over this before with somebody. Apparently, I think llamas are more likely to, but alpacas.
Llamas definitely will spit at you.
You give any animal a stink eye, they'll fuck with you.
Llamas, alpacas, and camels are part of the same family group.
Yeah.
Oh, now you've reminded me of so we used to have a local zoo many, many moons ago. And, well, if you're a monkey in a cage with a few other monkeys and you're bored, you come up with your own fun games. So what they used to do is they'd get people and they'd wait until there was a small crowd. And the monkeys would start acting up, making a bit of noise to attract the people. And then they'd wait until the people are about 3 or 4 deep, really packed up against the cage. And then one of the monkeys would just shit in its hand and throw it straight at the fucking crowd. And then all of the monkeys would go, it's like, that's how they used to entertain themselves. It was fucking hilarious.
Well, guys, we got
I do that on my days off.
Yeah. Well, I joined in with the monkeys eventually. It looked like a lot of fun. They did not appreciate it. I was not welcome back at the zoo.
I'm about to get a pet armadillo.
They have leprosy or whatever. You shouldn't fuck with armadillos.
I like
it. Get an Andy drink.
Drink's all weird on the green screen. Then it's like, what the? Whoa! It's like, whoa!
Drinking empty void.
I am drinking a green apple drink, so yeah.
That's freaking me out, man.
I'm gonna watch you.
Looks like you're just drinking empty space.
Oh, while we're on the critter thing, because we've only got a couple of minutes to go, I watched a very interesting little thing on how big cats react to catnip. And much to my surprise, none of the big predatory cats from Africa, except one, reacted to catnip. And guess what? The only one that reacted to catnip was the closest relative that's got a direct genetic link to house cats. It's the only one that reacted. The rest of them didn't give a shit.
That makes sense.
Did not fucking care.
Apparently, even in modern house cats, it's only like a 50-50 chance they'll react.
Ah, okay.
Because apparently it has something to do with there's like a specific gene they have to have. Right.
These little African, they look like house cats, but they're on the African. Oh, you go, mate. You go.
They do react to boxes.
Yes, they actually
like big cats actually react. Yeah,
all cats react to boxes, but that's a temporary.
I react to raisins box.
Hey, we're working clean here, sir. Calm down. We're not working blue tonight.
It's very clean. She cleans it.
Hey.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. It smells terrific.
You were sniffing my soap, weren't you?
Yeah, I was sniffing your booger soap.
It's soap sniffer.
Mm-hmm. Booger soap. Nobody tipped, and I'm mad at Crow.
We weren't entertaining enough.
I don't know why I picked Crow to be mad at.
That's our fault. I blame.
I'm the fall guy.
No, I'm going to blame Dirt. It's because Dirt's so goddamn awesome. People were intimidated.
He's not that awesome.
I'm terrified. They're like, how do we pay tribute to that dude? He's so awesome.
I think it was Kiss My Duck's fault.
Glorious young.
It was Kiss My Duck's fault.
Yeah.
It was Kiss My Duck.
Koalas aren't bears. No, they're not.
No shit, Sherlock.
They're elephants.
But they're so cute.
They are cute.
Elephants can paint.
Might not be bears, but they're still drop bears.
Elephants can paint.
Right.
In Thailand, they paint, so they don't have to work anymore. I mean, so I guess they technically kind of work, but it's a lot.
It is working, isn't it?
Usually, well, I mean, they were work elephants, and they have to do something so that they can feed themselves. So they paint.
They paint.
You gotta earn a paycheck somehow.
You can go see elephants paint. They paint like portraits of elephants and elephants holding heart balloons and trees and flowers.
Fucking elephants got to get jobs now. What the fuck?
Well, they already had jobs. They were basically like doing labor jobs.
They work at the 7-Eleven.
What a cool
With all these illegal elephants taking all of our jobs.
Hey, that was a good dad joke.
Took their gerb. Took their gerb. Does that monkey at the Pantera? Yes, there was one. Yeah, I may have been at the Pantera concert, and I may have been acting like a complete and utter primate. But that pit, dude, holy shit! It was that was a wild place. That pit. So, I've just been elbowed in the face. I've been elbowed in the face again. I've been elbowed in the face again. Oh shit, this is great! Woohoo! Pantera. So,
all right, guys.
I'm missing half my teeth now. Fuck, this pit's great. Yeah.
Shut up, Australian.
No.
Never.
I want to thank
Capitulate to the
I
silence.
want to thank Derek Crow and Beekeeper.
I want to thank myself too.
That's what Snoop Dogg said at the awards that time.
Really?
I want to thank myself.
Hell yeah.
I love that shit when he did that. I want to thank myself.
There's not many people on this planet that can walk around acting like that smooth and pull it off. Snoop is one of those people that can basically just go, it's the DLW.
And he's become the same household. He's become like everybody's favorite. Like old people like him and everything. And he's like, it's so funny because at one point he was on trial for murder.
Yeah, he's what you'd call one of the OG gangster rapper. Is that a fair label to put on him? He's from that era of gangster rappers like
he
East
was
Coast
he was one of the
West Coast?
OGs of gang. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And there was like Biggie, and there's all these Tupac, and all these, and they all fucking died. They all got shot and shit, man. It's like, oh, there was some real beef, and they were shooting the shit out of each other. And it's like, what a shame you all didn't just live long enough to start collaborating and doing some of the most epic fucking albums humanity would have ever known. Imagine the East Coast and the West Coast immediately stop beef and then collaborate and do all this really epic music. Oh, wouldn't that have been sweet? Holograms.
Well, there was a celebrity roast or whatever, and Martha Stewart was on the thing, and someone was just like, "Oh yeah, we have Flava Flav or Snoop Dogg," or there was like 2 rappers there. And the comedian was just like, yeah, Martha Stewart's here, and we got him, and we got this guy, and Martha Stewart did more jail time than these 2 rappers.
It's true, though. Yeah, I remember that when that was said. All right, guys, well, it is
Pretty
time
gangster.
to go. I'm going to go fuck Martha Stewart right now, so I'll see you guys later. All right. Raise some love, sweet.
Double team.